We got the pink. We got the black. Let's attack. Geeks with Poppin' Mattel Creations exclusive, the Hart Foundation. We got Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. We're going to crack open this box and see what you get inside. In case you didn't know, this is the Ultimate Edition. Okay, so this is cool. When you crack it open and you lift the tab, it says Bret Hitman Hart, Jim Anvil Neidhart. That's dope. I like the other two packs that come from Mattel Creations. You get the fold out flap with all the wrestling people in the background, and you got somebody holding a Hitman sign, somebody holding an Anvil sign. Backdrop, in case you want to do some photography. And we've got these cool retro carded figures that I really hate opening. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The back of the cards are even cooler. They got information about what's included in the box, and they have bio cards. So the accessories included Action Figure Tag Team Championship, World Tag Team Championship, sunglasses, swappable heads, swappable hands. Jim the Anvil Neidhart is one of the most powerful superstars in WWE. Together with his partner Bret Hitman Hart and his manager Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart, he is also a member of one of the most powerful tag teams, the Hart Foundation. Bret Hitman Hart, a 235-pound technician with speed, strength, and stamina, Hitman makes up the dreaded Hart Foundation with his partner Jim the Anvil Neidhart and manager Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart. This native of Alberta, British Columbia, is most definitely trouble with a capital T. And then at the bottom you see the other ones you can get if they're not sold out. Alright, so when they come out in their plastic, they each have 2 extra head sculpts, 2 extra sets of hands, and a throwback tag team championship belt from the 80s, which I love. Those are the ones I grew up on. When I was reading the info on the back of the box, it said Action Figure Tag Team Championships. I had no idea what they meant, but now I see. I think these are made-up championship belts for action figures because I don't recognize this belt. Now, I've been watching wrestling a long time, and I know I don't know everything, but I think I would have seen these. It looks similar to some old belts in WWE, but I don't think these are real belts. I guess I can Google it. So historically, from what I've seen, Bret Hitman Hart face sculpts have been really hard for Mattel. I haven't really seen one that hit home, and these two here look a little bit worse. Now, the Anvil head sculpts are spot on, especially that Scream one. I like it. That one's going on show. But yeah, Hitman, putting on the glasses really helps, but I've never seen a head sculpt of him from Mattel where I've just been like, yo, they got it. Okay, be warned. This belt is trash. As you can see, it's big on the Hitman because those pegs in the back, they don't want to go through. I got tired of messing with it. It doesn't even fit around the Anvil's waist. Maybe if you spend some time, you can get it to go, but the belt pegs are not placed correctly. And when you try and put it on, you have to go for the last pegs, and it's a stretch to get them in, and it was just too much trouble, so I moved on. So those belts, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're definitely not going to go up on the shelf on these two. So in my opinion, both figures look pretty good. Again, the Hitman sculpt is suspect. Now, there's something about these Mattel WWE figures. Some of them, I think they use different types of plastic on some of them, because some of them, when you hold them, they feel light and cheap, and some of them, when you hold them, they feel like heavy and high quality. Like the ultimate version of Ahsoka, she feels good. She feels heavier than these guys and more solid, whereas these are bigger figures, but they feel a little bit more hollow, light, and kind of cheapy, but they don't look bad. It's just something I thought I'd note. I'm definitely feeling like the Anvil is the treasure here. He's tickling my fancy. You look at that Bret Hart. Like, Bret Hart just does not look like Bret Hart. All right, head sculpt 2 for each. Bret Hart kind of smiling, which looks even worse. It looks like a caricature sketch, like one of those guys on the beach will stop and do for you. Now, this Anvil head sculpt, I do like that look on his face, but it looks less like the Anvil to me. This head sculpt doesn't quite say. Like, if you just handed me this head sculpt, I'm not sure if I'd know who it was. I think these are 2 head sculpts I'm going to go with. That screaming one is definitely Jim Anvil Neidhart. Now this Bret one, the first head sculpt kind of had a slight smile or smirk. The second one had like a real smile or smirk. This one, not smile at all. That's what I'm going to go with because they're referencing Jimmy Hart as their manager, so that means they were heels at the time. So Hitman shouldn't be smiling. Standard articulation points for both. They both have abdominal rockers, butterfly joints, double jointed elbows. I'm assuming they're pinless. Yeah, they're pinless elbows. The knees I don't care about because they're wearing knee pads. They have drop hips. Knees are double jointed. Boot cuts and articulated toes. And those wacky WWE Mattel rockers. All right, all unboxed. Overall, I think it's a pretty good set. Again, the choke points Hitman's head sculpt does not look like Hitman. Hitman's head sculpts do not look like Hitman without the glasses. Usual Mattelisms, the hands are a little bit big. Everybody just has hands like Andre the Giant. Like this fist is just way too big for that wrist. Or maybe the wrist is too small, I don't know. But I think they need to work on that. Now, one thing I will say, be careful of Hitman's glasses. When he ships, he has a little rubber band around it to hold them on. I thought that was just careful packaging. It's because the stems aren't long enough to reach the holes under his hair where you're supposed to put the glasses in so they stay on. So I have a problem with that. They knew that those glasses were too short, but they shipped them anyway. And those glasses go all the way back over his ears, so they're pretty secure. But why have a figure with holes in the head for the glasses stems, but the glasses stems are too short? I'm going to keep mine on the shelf with the glasses, so I might glue them on. That's in the whole of the story. You don't care about my shelf. All right, so that was a quick unboxing of the Mattel Creations Coliseum collection, the Hart Foundation. Let me know what you think. Last time I checked, it was still available on the Mattel Creations site, so if you want it, I'd go grab it, because once it sells out, they don't make any more. All right, make sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Share a link with a friend that loves plastic wrestling figures like we do. Join our Facebook group, which is up in the left-hand corner of your screen. It's where we chat plastic 24 hours a day. Till next time, geek out.